We're going to make these hidden paper clip bookmarks today. They're really fun and they sell really well at craft fairs. So just like you would use a paper clip, they go on, they look super cute as bookmarks. You can use them in junk journals and really easy to make. So let's get started. So you'll want a piece of cardstock. This happens to be 8 by 11. And depending on the size of the paper clip you use, your dimensions will change. So the way you figure this out is you go ahead and put your paper clip on, and then go ahead and make your first bend just a little bit longer than the paper clip. And then you can remove the paper clip for now. And then you're just going to accordion fold your cardstock. Like so. And what you're looking for is a W. Okay? So you're going to want this to be a W. So I'm going to bend it one more time. Making sure that you're straight on. And then you can cut off the extra right here. So I'm just going to bend it just to make it easier so I know exactly what to cut off. So go ahead and cut this off like so. And then making sure that you don't want the M, you want the W, okay? You want it to be the shape of a W. And then you're going to go ahead, stick 4 paper clips on, because you're going to make 4 at a time. So that's what the really nice thing about this. Make sure that they're evenly distributed like so. And then you won't need this piece either. So this is already the contraption right here, okay? Then you're going to decorate, before you do any of the gluing, you're going to go ahead and decorate this. Now, I'm decorating mine in vintage dictionary pages. I think that's really pretty. And I'm going to be using some Mod Podge to do that. And then I've made all these little quotes I like for bookmarks. Eat, sleep, read, repeat. I like books better than people. Bookmarks are for quitters. Hashtag book nerd. My weekend's all booked. Drink tea, read people, read books, be happy. So all different quotes that you know, whatever quotes you like. These happen to be for bookmarks. You can get lots of quotes, especially if you Google tea towels. For whatever reason, they have some really funny ones. So let me show you how I'm going to go ahead and dictionary. I kind of call it my donor dictionary at this point because I'm always tearing pages out of it. Just put this on top of here. And then before I start the Mod Podge, I'm going to paste, I'm just going to use this glue stick right here to decorate the outside. So I'm just going to go ahead and, I don't really like to use these edges right here. Okay. Now, I already know that this side is going to be facing down, so I can remove my paper clips for now. I'm going to go ahead and paste this on. This is all before I Mod Podge. Make sure that's on there straight. Now I'm overlapping this on purpose because I want it to go over the sides. This will be the inside that you won't see, but I just want it to go over so it looks like it, so that it's a nice edge right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And I pull it nice and tight. And I'm going to need some more. And you don't have to do this with dictionary pages or book pages. You could also do this. It looks great with scraps of scrap paper, cardstock, children's books. It really doesn't matter what you use. You leave it plain for that matter. I'm just going to go ahead and cut off this extra on the edge. And then I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. But for the other side, it's going to be in the opposite direction. Just be aware of that. That's why I can't just wrap the whole thing. So the paper clips are going to go here. So make sure this doesn't get sealed up by accident at this point. So when I do the Mod Podge, I will put some scraps of paper in here so that it doesn't get trapped. So I'm going to go ahead and put my paper clips back on. Make sure they're on straight. And then if you have a paper cutter, you could use a paper cutter for this step to make sure that you're doing it super straight. But you're going to go ahead and cut these. In fourths. You might have to realign your paper clips after you do that. Now before we do the Mod Podge, I'm going to go ahead and cut some twine. Depending on how long you want, that's totally up to you. And I'm going to thread it through my paper clip. Like so. And then I'm going to press the paper clip all the way in. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab a pony bead. So grab whatever color pony bead you like. I think I'm going to use purple for this one. And I'm going to thread my pony bead on. Again, you can decorate this any way you want. This is just one suggestion to get you started. And then I'm just going to do a simple square knot. And then I'm going to go ahead and take glue, and we're going to go ahead and seal this up. You're going to want a generous amount, and that's what's going to keep everything closed. push your paper clip all the way down. This will be the last time that you'll be able to adjust it. Now if you have craft clips, this is a great time to use those. Just to get this to dry really tightly. Once this is dried, and make sure you have no glue in here because otherwise your bookmark won't work. Then we're going to go ahead and start the Mod Podge process. So I'm going to do my weekends all booked. Just going to cut that a little bit smaller. And for the Mod Podge, there's different types of Mod Podge. This one's glossy, and then this one's matte. I'm going to use the matte. Totally up to you. Hopefully I can open it. Can't open it, so maybe we'll be using the gloss after all. Here we go. And then you're going to put some down. Kind of gloppy. That's totally what it should be. Now you can use a paintbrush, you can use your fingers, really whatever you'd like. I tend to use a sponge brush to apply it. So take your craft clip off. And we will be applying this to both sides eventually. And you just put a generous amount on. Now this would be a good time to slip something in the middle just to make sure you're not getting any Mod Podge in the center. Okay. Let me just cut this to get this out of the way. Okay. Now that layer is on. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply my image that I chose. These I printed on my printer. You can also use old Christmas cards or birthday cards to have some really nice fun images. And then you just go ahead and Mod Podge over that as well, and that seals everything right in. And then you'll flip this to the other side, making sure that twine doesn't get in there, and Mod Podge that side as well. Some people prefer to put 2 layers of Mod Podge on. That's totally up to you. And then you're just going to let that dry. It will dry completely clear. And that is your project. I mean, you can experiment with ribbon instead of twine. You can experiment with different types of images. This project is perfect for craft fairs. It's perfect for your junk journals. Tons of ideas. If you wouldn't mind commenting below on how you made yours and how you decorated so we can inspire each other, that'd be fantastic. Happy folding.